still got that much fight left in them. There you go.
Tongue's off, baby.
You know, I might actually keep this guy.
Good.
That size they taste good. Bring them
Yeah,
over.
that's the good size.
That's a good size.
What leader you got?
25.
I got a net if you need, right?
Oh.
Oh!
There we go.
Got him?
Yeah.
Who's the two?
Oh,
Oh, look at that. Oh, we're
oh.
on, baby. Slam that one.
Guys, feisty little dudes.
That hook set was pretty funny. What about 2 3?
Nice size. Yeah. Oh.
We're not going to lose this guy. Just get him over and get his head up a little bit.
Icy blue dog.
There we go.
We can bleed him out and get him in the bucket there.
All right. One bluefish in.
Yeah, you do this one too. I'm definitely going to take one.
Taking one? All right. Well,
All right.
now's as good a time as as good a time as any. Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Clams. You know this face. I'm on the boat with Michael again, and we got a pinch hitter in, Joe. That's Michael's dad. We're actually going. Well, hey, you tell him what we're going for.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
we're going to find some false albacore.
there we go. So we were headed out looking for the albies and saw some birds. So we stopped, picked off a bluefish, and after we
We're on again.
oh.
Maybe I won't lose this one.
But yeah, we kept one, so definitely got some insurance here, but we're gonna go out and try to check out some albies after this.
This guy's a nice cocktail size.
Oh yeah.
Let me grab that net here. Oh, he's going nuts.
There we go. Got a lot of action happening here right now. All right.
Unhooked himself. What a nice fish.
Very accommodating.
So the bluefish regs right now are 3 per person, no size limit. We don't need 3 per person right now.
No, this is perfect.
Yeah, that
This is a perfect
one.
one to keep.
Hold him up. There we go.
Maybe those eyes.
Oh, all right. Let's brain and bleed them. I think they're over there to our left.
11 o'clock.
Behind those guys. That's where the birds are diving now. Oh. There we go.
Just silly.
It really is.
Just silly.
All right.
This guy might be like
No, he looks about the same.
Delicious. More small,
it's a small one. I might have. Do a double.
Yeah.
Double in net.
See double. See double. There we go.
Two beautiful
All right.
fish.
Hey.
You know?
Perfect eating size. And he unhooked himself. Yes.
Did he?
Both of
Both
them.
of them did.
Oh, that's good.
What nice fish.
That's good. Well, you got to cut their throat thingies, right? Gills.
Holding it.
I got it.
Ooh, he's biting the net. Look at that.
Filthy
Look how
animal.
tight
They
he's
are-
got
Let go.
it.
God damn it. There we go.
Not a bad start.
Look how slimy he's.
There we go. Another telltale sign of blue fishing. It's almost as bad as mahi.
Other lands, there may be out these.
Hey.
I see a congregation of boats. Out of my... Exciting.
Oh, we're on.
We're on.
We're on. Feels bluish. Let's see. Yeah, that's a bluefish. Let's see, what do we got? Bluefish. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna
Little one.
hopefully unhook this guy right away here. Spit the hook. Why when you want them to spit the hook, they don't? There we go. What do you got?
Oh, see this? Come on, baby.
Come on.
Come on, baby. Once we hit the rock, as soon as we hit it. I want to say sea bass.
Okay.
I want to. Doesn't mean that's what I want. Oh, big sea bass.
Big sea bass.
Sea bass.
Hang on. Net.
Got him.
Oh.
Woo!
Yeah, baby.
There you go.
We love that.
Nice one, Mike.
Probably a keeper. 16 and a half. 16 3/4.
There you go.
Yep. Beautiful.
Keeper. So we stopped to do some snap jigging after catching the blues. Made a quick pit stop. We're just on the search for albies, and while we're riding around, decided quick stop, do some snap jigging, and there you go.
Beauty.
Nice one.
I'm gonna eat this guy. I heard they're good eating.
Spots, yeah. That's amazing. That's
Wow, that's my first ever.
We can get them in Brooklyn. We call them Lafayettes.
I've never really heard of them.
Lafayettes.
I don't know why we call them that, but that's what they call them.
There you go.
What a cool fish.
There we go. Joe is on.
That's a nice fish.
Hold on. I want to.
Maybe
Whatever it
it's
is,
a
he
blue.
came back and ate it again.
That could be a blue. Or it's a giant biscuit.
I'd say it's more of a biscuit than a blue.
Whoa.
This is a spot we could come fish for blackfish later.
Whoa.
Big
Sea
sea
bass. Huge. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't tell nobody about this. Whoa. man.
Nice one. There we go.
Good job, Will.
That's a giant, man.
It is beauty.
Guess we'll do this too.
Oh, we pulled 2 nice sea bass out of here, right?
Yeah. Give him a measure, Joe. Let's
Okay.
see.
Let's get the rod out of the way.
Let's see what you got. It's almost 18.
Almost 8.
Yeah.
We keep, right? Do I have to bleed this guy, Mike?
Yeah, bleed him out. Nice
Got him.
work, Joe. Oh, it's got a little boogie on it. This feels, oh, I don't know. This feels,
Growing?
yeah, look at that.
I like that.
Oh.
He's beating you up, man.
It's all for the drama, you know? I just,
Getting a million of them.
here we go. Let's see what this is. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh my god.
I get it.
Oh,
That's a freaking
oh my
That might be the
god.
biggest one. We're going to spit the shit out.
Oh.
went right over the rock.
That's a chunk.
We all gotta keep our sea bass off of it.
You know, it makes the bluefish look kind of sad now.
Yeah.
Wow. That is,
Special, man.
Mike, you're my good luck charm. Holy cow, that thing is a monster.
Wow. That's the biggest sea bass I've ever seen in my life.
That is insane.
That shit. 19 and a half.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Literally,
All right.
they just got bigger.
So I was not expecting that. So these guys hooked up, and I was kind of lazily fishing, and I thought, all right, maybe I'll get something. This is now my biggest sea bass I've ever caught. This is crazy. And I mean, if you guys saw the video last time, you saw the monsters that me and Mike got. This is unreal. So we're gonna brain and bleed, throw them in the bucket. So we got quite the ice chest building. We got 3 black sea bass, 1 spot croaker, and 4 blues. Mike kept 2, I kept 2. And now we're little lunch break, and then we're gonna go hunt down the albies, elusive as can be, which is too funny because down in Florida, you can't run over any ground to water without running into them. But up here, the search is on. So if we run into them, I'll see you again. If not, I'll see you in the kitchen. All right, before we get into the recipe, quick shout out, quick review, and a quick thank you, BAERskin, for the jacket. I'm gonna put their website, you guys can check them out. So a while back, they sent me out a fleece, and it's a great fleece. It was a great fleece, but my only complaints were that the wind cut through it a little bit, and that if you were stuck out in the rain, it wouldn't be the best. It is water repellent, but not water resistant. So that was my review on that one. This is their tactical jacket, which is a fleece 4.0, and it is warm as heck, but they solved the problem. And this is the waterproof shell. And as you saw in the video, repels water. At one point, I didn't get it on video, but when I went to grab the bluefish out of the bucket, they all freaked out. I was covered in water. The jacket repelled all the water, and my pants were soaked. It actually got warm enough that I took out the fleece, but the fleece, it's pretty cool, zips into the shell, and then the shell itself, if you can see, all the zippers are lined with latex, so it is completely waterproof, wind resistant, and this will be my go-to fishing attire for the winter up here in New York. So thank you very much, BAERskin. If you get the fleece, get the shell as well, and it makes one complete jacket that's pretty awesome. So now on to the recipe. We're gonna pull a page. We're gonna go classic. Julia Child. She made an incredible bouillabaisse. So we're gonna make bouillabaisse with the 2 fish, with the black sea bass and the bluefish. Bouillabaisse sometimes can have vegetables in it or a mix of fish. A lot of times they only stick to white fish, like bass, halibut, things like that. We are going to do it with bluefish as well because I think it's going to bring a really nice flavor to it. We're going Julia Childs, we're going classic French, and we're going to keep it as simple as possible. So let's get started. It doesn't get much better than that. That is incredible. One of the reasons that I left the belly meat on, this is going to be our stock. So I took the gills out, I'm gonna rinse this out, but I want that belly meat on there to flavor our stock. Now for our broth, we're gonna start off kind of like we would any stock, but for once, I'm going to take the skins off of my onion and garlic, because bouillabaisse, especially in French cooking, is very delicate. I had that white onion left over, that's why I'm using it. So we have one yellow onion here. Then I have 2 bay leaves. Throw that in. Some garlic. Two stalks of celery. And then tomato. So we're just gonna quarter these guys and throw them in. Small bunch of parsley. And then I have here a fennel bulb. We're actually going to keep some of the fronds to garnish our end plate with. And I'm just going to do half the bulb because we're also going to garnish our plate with some finely sliced fennel. Saffron. And normally you would bloom saffron in a little bit of warm water and then add it in. But the difference with this stock is that we're never going to bring it up to a boil. We're just going to keep it on low heat and let it simmer. So I feel okay just putting the saffron in and it will bloom inside. This is actually, this looks like a drug deal, but this is just more saffron. I'm using up what I have. And that's basically it. We're gonna cover this with water, add a little bit of salt, and put it on the heat for about an hour to 2 hours. If for a second there you thought I forgot something, you'd be completely right. And that is one of the most important parts, our fish carcasses. So I have the bluefish, gave them a good scrub to get all the kidney out, the majority of that bloodline out. But we're gonna put our bluefish in. Now bouillabaisse does also normally have mussels, clams, shrimp, and then there's one that's strictly fish. So because we're not putting in the mussels and the clams and all the shellfish, I kind of like putting the bluefish in there because it'll add just that much more flavor that's going to be missing because of the lack of shellfish. So our striped bass, our black bass, same thing. Gave him a scrub out, got the majority of that kidney out, and he's going into the bucket. Now we're going to put a little salt, cover it in water, and put it on low heat. So now with our leftover fennel, actually go throw that in the stock, we're going to mandolin it really nice and thin, a little thinner than that. And then this we're gonna put aside. We're not gonna dress it until later, because otherwise it'll get really sad and wilty. But put our fronds in there. Now what we're gonna make, which is normally served with a bouillabaisse, is called a rouille. And it's a lot like an aioli. It's put on a piece of bread and served on the side of bouillabaisse. We are going to do a roasted red pepper rouille. And we are going to omit the egg yolks. I don't really want to make a mayo, but you guys will see. So the first step is we're going to blister and then peel our red pepper here. Pepper is sufficiently roasted. We're going to throw it into a container here, throw the lid on the container, let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then we'll peel it and make our rouille. That looks good. So now pull the seeds out. On to the next step. So I have my 1970s Cuisinart at the peak of Julia Child's career, so this is appropriate. So we're gonna put in our roasted red pepper. Just a little bit of fresh parsley, one small garlic clove, this is Espelette. A lot of rouilles put cayenne in. Espelette is a little less spicy, little more sweet. A little bit of sea salt. Go half a lemon, and we'll adjust if needed. This part might seem odd, but it is a big part of the rouille is breadcrumbs. We're going to put in just some plain breadcrumbs. And what that does is thickens it up and helps it emulsify. We are going to very slowly add olive oil. If you dump it all in at once, it doesn't emulsify. And what that means is that if you add it very slowly, it'll combine with the water molecules and become suspended. And that's when you get a thick, nice kind of mayonnaise consistency. Otherwise, if you just dump it in and spin it, the oil will separate from everything else in there and you just end up with what's called a broken sauce. So we're going to go very slow with the olive oil. This method is also how you make really creamy, nice salad dressings. I'm happy with that consistency. So as you see, the oil's not broken. There we go. We can spread that on toast, and that's going to be absolutely delicious. I strained the stock, and now I put a little bit in here. That's not all of it. But I put just what I'm going to eat right now. Now normally, French, you would run that through a cheesecloth so that there's just nothing in there, clear consomme almost. But we're not that fancy. So, strained it. Now in this pot, I'm going to bring it up to a boil to get it nice and hot, shut the heat off, and then we're going to add our fish. And that's what's going to cook our fish, very gradually, very slowly. All right, with the heat off, now we're gonna add our sea bass. And I got two special people here. I actually got Mike to come.
Let's go.
And then in with our bluefish.
2017 East Northport. Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna dress our fennel salad that's going on top. Just a little bit of lemon juice and salt, and that's it. Okay.
My dad's fishing his whole life.
Yeah.
That was the spot.
I'd go out, we would go out on boats, the charter boats out of Sheepshead Bay, out of Captree
Nice.
a lot. We did that. What's the James Joseph?
Yeah. They're
Right,
holding it
and
down,
it-
being on the water. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, nice.
All right. So our bluefish and black sea bass, bouillabaisse. So you gotta apologize to your dad. I didn't go simple.
I know you went hard. He's gonna be impressed though, I think. Big shout out to Big Joe.
But yeah, the broth should be very, very light, very
I was just
French.
gonna say, it has a taste, but it's mild.
Oh, that's
Mild.
delicious.
Yeah. And the fish it's like eating clouds.
The texture's perfect.
They just melt.
So now try to go back and forth. The ones you can see the bloodline is bluefish, and
That
then
was
the
bluefish. 100%.
that,
It's good stuff.
and then the bigger ones. And also, just so you guys know, this little bit is watercress because I didn't put any pepper in it. So the watercress is peppery. Uh-oh. Did you get Did you inhale
She
it?
got peppered? Oh no.
And then, oh, my bread's getting soggy. All right, I'm biting in. Gotta make sure Mama Clams is all right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You're walking it off like a champ.
This actually happened to Aaron back here where he almost choked on an oyster, which is
Oh,
pretty
no.
good. I'm gonna maim somebody. All right, going in.
What are the greens?
Watercress. So very similar to arugula.
Awesome.
But yeah, like I said, I don't know if this is the fish stew your dad was talking about, but
He'll be talking about this if he had this. I guarantee you that.
well, we can send him home with some.
Yeah?
Yeah,
That'd
of
be
course.
awesome.
All right, yeah.
He would appreciate that.
All right, let's
He'll
do
be
it.
over tonight eating.
I want to see what you think about that, the rouille.
Oh my god.
The rouille.
It's like if I had to compare it to something like
Yeah.
red pepper hummus
Yes.
almost, but
Yeah.
like lighter, way more intense red pepper flavor. It's excellent.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rouille. So that's key in a lot of bouillabaisse. They put the aioli on the bread, and you dip it in, and it makes all the difference in the world. But I will say, going back and forth. So the bluefish right there, you can see it cooks up pretty white. It's just that bloodline is what turns people off. Now let's go in on the black sea bass. Mama Clams is still, she's gonna rally. She's gonna rally. Nothing beats the black sea bass. Nothing beats it. All right, we're gonna take a quick intermission, check on Mama Clams, and we'll be right back. All right, hold on. Say what you just said.
What gave it away was the texture.
The bluefish.
versus the black sea bass.
Okay.
A little softer texture.
Yeah.
The sea bass got more of the little like bite to it.
Even when you cut them, the bluefish, it's so weird. They can be mushy, and it's especially this time of year, and that's why it's super important to ice them down right away. And I let them sit overnight on ice, just to make my life easier filleting them. But yeah. All right, Big Joe, I'll have another recipe for you. Don't you worry. And we'll do a more hearty kind of just fisherman stew. If you go back a couple of episodes, I did a swordfish cioppino, and that's a thicker, more hearty winter stew. This is a light, very French. I think Julia Child would have been proud. We did it.
So good.
Well, all right. Thanks for coming along, guys. Mike, thanks as always for taking me out,
Oh, yeah,
dude. It's always a blast.
Food is incredible.
Thanks, Mama Clams, for eating and not choking to death, because this would have been a very different episode. Well, all right, guys.
Certainly not the food.
We will see you on the next one.